Rend Lake College's Associate in Applied Science degree in Early Childhood Education will prepare you for a career as a child care director or administrator.
Within our program, the students have the opportunity to have a lot of practical experience. We really recommend hands-on training when you're working with children because you really don't know what you're getting into until you actually interact and observe and be engaged with the children.
You can go into the classroom and you learn through the instructors how an early childhood classroom should be ran, and then you go over to the Children's Center and you see exactly what you've learned from the book being done in the classrooms.
Something that makes our program stand out here at Rend Lake College is our beautiful lab, the Rend Lake College Foundation Children's Center, where the students actually get to come and interact and observe children.
I think that the education they get at Rend Lake really gives them a step up. They have a great program on campus with a lab setting that lets them see how an early childhood program should be.
It's a great experience. You learn hands-on. There's lecture, but you get to actually do things instead of just sit and watch other people do it.
When we hire an entry-level employee, especially somebody with the early childhood background, we want them to be organized. We want them to have good communication skills for talking to parents and for talking to other social service providers. We also want them to be committed to their field. We look for somebody who is creative, who has the ability to adapt and change things, because when you're working with young children, sometimes activities don't go as you've planned them to. We also look for people who are motivated and they want to try new things on their own and they're not afraid to try something that's different.
Once you've graduated from our program, you probably can enter the field in many different types of employment. You may be a teacher's aide, you may be an assistant teacher in a pre-K program. A Head Start program allows you to be an assistant teacher also. A lot of our students go on to be a child care provider in local child care centers.
You may have to work your way up. You may start, maybe as an assistant teacher and then become the lead teacher, and sometimes that may progress into becoming a director of a center.
When you enter our program, some of the classes that you'll really need to be strong with are oral and written communication. So I recommend taking a speech class. I also recommend taking nutrition or child development classes if they're available at your high school.
Any early childhood classes or sometimes some home economic classes could help in that area too.
Once you enter the field, you should be prepared to make anywhere from minimum wage to $10.50 an hour. After years' experiences and continuing your education, that salary does increase. If you enter the field being a director or an assistant director, you can usually get a starting salary of $21,000 to $25,000 a year.
Additional information about Tech Prep and the Associate of Applied Science degree in Early Childhood Education can be found on our website.